What's going on, guys? It's your boy Juice. I'm about to pull up this video for you guys, so bear with the kid. There we go. This one. Cool. So this is my video here on one of my Faceless channels. If it would go full screen.
Tomorrow morning, you will trade your time for money. You will do it again the next day, and the day after that. You will call this building a future. But the families who have held wealth for 3, 4, 5 generations, they never made that trade. What they did instead looks uncomfortable from the outside. It looks, depending on who is talking, almost unethical, but it is entirely legal. And it is the single most effective capital strategy that the financial education industry almost never teaches you directly. This is about the architecture of generational wealth, not the surface-level advice, not the budget spreadsheets, the actual structure underneath the dynasties. Here is what nobody wants to say out loud. The wealthiest families in any economy do not build wealth by earning more. They build it by making the rules of wealth work asymmetrically in their favor, and then passing those asymmetries down. Think about your own financial life right now. Every dollar you earn gets taxed before it reaches your hand.
So this is just an example of what you can create. And I'm going to be giving you guys the entire workflow to make 10 minutes to 15-minute videos completely for free. You don't need anything but to sign up probably for 2 things, and that will be ElevenLabs. But I wanted to give you guys an overview on what tools you'll be needing. So again, hopefully you guys have notes out because I'm going to be switching around rather quickly. So the first tool you're going to need is Google Flow, right? This is going to be the home of everything. You also, if you get, they have a free month right now, so you can get 1,000 credits. I just did the free month for you guys. This is Google Flow. Did I even change the screen? I did not. See, that's me. Sorry, guys. Google Flow. I've talked about this many times in other videos, but the thing about this is when you utilize Google Flow, you have access to one of the most powerful editing tools with AI imaginable. So just to give you a kind of overview, do I have that video? This is just sometimes how I create some thumbnails. But what I'm going to show you is simple like this, right? I made this short here. This is a perfect one where you can get the shorts, the editing. It's all done completely with Google Gemini Flow. And I didn't pay not a single dime for any of this, right? So what we want to do initially is find your favorite AI. You can go with Google Gemini. You can go with Claude. You can go with ChatGPT. For anybody in the chat, just tell me what you guys want to use. And do me this one favor. As you're watching, taking notes, stop for 1 second, hit the like button for me. Just let me know that you're watching the video and, tell me what you guys are working on. We'll try to help you there. But we're going to give you the entire workflow for this. So from start to finish, everything you need to use to make this absolutely work. So we can go with ChatGPT. I'll go with ChatGPT. I don't think I've done this in chat before. I'm definitely more of a Claude person. So you can make your own voices as well here, but we're not going to be doing all that. So what we're initially going to do, and I don't know if that's available on my prompts, but we're going to first go with this master prompt that I have. So the master prompt is going to take care of most of the stuff. And the way we're going to work through this is instead of doing what everybody else does, and that's generating photos, doing things in a irregular order, we're going to be doing it. Yeah, I got it here. We're going to be doing this when we do the voice first. So what we're going to do is get ChatGPT to give us a script. Then we're going to take this script over. So this is my master prompt. And we're going to submit, what type of episode? Let's look. I'm going to create a full episode that I'm even going to post today. So things that I do too is you want to look at your competitors, right? So we can go to YouTube again, and we want to look up people who have some money stuff. So I'm going to go to my other Faceless page. You can clearly see this is my Faceless page. Oh, dang, I needed something over there. So we got people like this. 2 days ago, $46.
You're 26 years old, sitting in a gray.
So we can go. Take that right there. What we're going to do is utilize this video title. Right? And then we're going to paste that one in here. It's going to rework it. And since we're going to be sold it up, let's soul that bad boy. Not medium, let's go with high. It's it's an outlier video because they only have 1,000 subs. When did they make this? And see, they made this just a month ago. You only need to be, this is what I want you guys to see. You need to do market research. This guy got 42,000 and not every video hit. The first few videos were not hitting. So what we're going to do is just similar as this, right? We're going to go there. We're going to we'll even take the link. Take the link of this and we'll throw this into chat, right? Why that one got 46,000, I don't know. But that's going to make him a good chunk of change, and eventually he'll get over the threshold to be monetized. You can do this faster than most, but we're going to do this here. So it's going to do the market research for us. And then what you want to do is make sure that we have ElevenLabs ready. I'm going to go on my Google Chrome because I know that that one's not signed into my main account, so that you guys can see. Yeah. Let me know if this is helping you guys. I wanted to see if you guys are able to do the same thing. So please work along with me. Head up in the comments whether you're able to do the same things or if you're having issues so that I can stop and help you. So we're going to log in. Google. Should be the only one Google here. Oh yeah, you know me. Okay, so we haven't used any credits this month, so that's perfect. We're going to go to voices. Now, what I want to tell you so that way you can get the maximum of this. Use the best voices here in version 3. Now, if you want an even more open source where you don't have to utilize this either, we can go to VoiceBox. Now, this is an integration that you're going to have to download directly into your computer. But the positive about that is once you have this, it will work forever. So, for example, you have Jarvis here. Is it going to play it? Okay, hold on. So it says it has a pricing, but that's if you're using it in the, you get everything in the local, unlimited generations, 100% open source. But if you want to pay for it, you get everything in the local and you'll be able to use it here. I would just clone and do my own thing, right? I thought we'd be able to hear some voices. Let me see. Nothing is clicking. Now, this is clearly something that's made with AI, but you can see some of the top creators are supporting this. It uses the TTS engine, so that means you can talk to text with it and utilize it to both do voice commands and talk back to you. Once you get it on GitHub, you just go here. You'll go to code, just so you know how to download it. You put this in here. Now, if you know how to use Terminal, you'll be able to do this. But before what we're doing here, we're going to scroll through. We're going to find a voice that we like.
But before we go any further, congratulations. Getting here.
I don't like that.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
Hello.
So
Killing spree.
You want to find a voice
Architecture is the thoughtful arrangement of space to uplift the spirit.
You want to find a voice that is going to have a good enough emotion, and ChatGPT just messaged me telling me that that is ready to go. Okay, so we have, let me see, Mark.
Hey guys, here's just a more casual, kind of relaxed version of my voice, and I think it's great for conversational AI.
Okay, so we'll use Mark.
Hey guys, here's just a more casual, kind of relaxed version of my voice, and I think it's great for conversational AI.
And now that our script is already done, actually it's gonna probably go about doing some other stuff. So let's switch back. Sorry guys, sorry. Okay, so I really wish it was like a free way to kind of do this. So now we have the outlier video. Is this the whole thing? This can't be the whole thing. Let me see something. Yeah, no, that's not long enough. Let me just say, create the entire script. Create the entire script. Starting now. Oh, I did type it. I was like, what the hell? What the helly? See, this is why I don't like chat. Chat does its own thing sometimes. Chat GPT. But if you want to have what is called like whisper flow, like you saw what I just did there, I talked to text to get this to work for me. That's what the voice box is able to do for you. I can switch back over for anybody who missed it. The voice box is going to show you exactly how to work itself as well. And if anything, you guys, if you're installing something and you do not know about it, you are confused on how to make it work or how it can help you, ask AI, right? Make AI your sparring partner. Do not sit there and be confused, not understanding what to do with the AI that you have in front of you, okay? I want you guys to be able to be familiar with this stuff and be easily able to convert it into your own projects. So it's melandering, it's filibustering, it's figuring it out. Oh, did it do that before? It did do it before, and I did not pay attention. Shame on me. Okay, so what you can do, you got two options. You can download the entire thing, which sometimes is better. Let's try download. So we have the TXT file downloaded. I'm doing a typically different workflow than I'm used to doing, because what I would do is copy the text instead of downloading the entire thing. But for you guys, I want you to see what it would look like if you download. So you go here, back to ElevenLabs, and then what we're gonna do is upload the script. We don't have an upload button. Okay, you do have to pay for uploads. Sorry, guys. So what you can do, just so we're in the same workflow right now, we're gonna go back to here. And instead of pushing download, I'm just gonna, what is happening? There we go. I was like, what? It wasn't highlighting for a second, guys. But this is going to convert a lot of what your projects are into an actual working thing. And sorry, switch back over here with you guys. 11 back. So we just paste that here. Now it's going to give you an estimate. Okay, it's 5,000 characters, right on the money. It's going to cost us 10,000 credits. I mean, 10,000. We have 10,000 credits remaining. Those 5,000 credits probably will take up half of it. So let's generate. Hold on. Let's do something else. We're going to use make sure it's on 3, because we want to invoke emotions, and we're going to enhance it. Is that Liam who we picked? I thought we picked somebody else. listen to Liam. We want to make sure we're in the right language too. Because sometimes this thing tries to be a little funny and give you languages you might not be using. And
okay, so it's been a really fascinating journey.
Hey, I'm Brian, your go-to guy for stories, ads, and anything that needs to sound like a real human actually.
Just 6 weeks ago.
A business is only as successful as its people are happy.
Okay, we're going to go with Adam because I don't want to be spending too much time looking around for this. And it just told me it did not paste the entire thing, which is going to be a problem. What you can do too, if it's a longer video like this, you can go to studio. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to, let's go with new project, audio project. Oh, you can still do this for free. Cool beans. So again, we're going to use 3. It's not as cheap. It's going to run up our generation points, but what we can just do is Adam. We want Adam. Override settings. And we're going to repaste this text here. Boom. So now we have everything, but we want to enhance the text so we can give it some emotional delivery. So now we're going to go ahead and do that. Only 1 paragraph enhanced? No, we got to do better than that. Where is it at? So if you want to create emotions, right? We got to do the tildes here. Excuse me. Deeply insightful. Right? Well, I don't care if it's split. Split it up because there should be some breaks into it. And it should have changed color, so I think I used the wrong symbols. Sorry. So it should be this one here. So you can insert pauses, breaks, you can add pronunciation, sound effects. You have a lot of other tools going to be at your disposal doing all of this. But what you can do now is generate it. And again, you're going to see these credits probably go down by a lot. I'm hoping that that does change the flow of how we got it going on. The reason we were going with 3 though, so that and that's the reason why we're still at 2. And I know I clicked 3. Right. Cannot enhance while generating. Okay. So let me just show you the next thing we're going to need in this workflow. We're going to need to, and for you guys watching, let me give you some context. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of going, and I forgot. I got to give you guys some things too. Got to give you the tools to succeed if I want you guys to win, right? So first things first, these are going to be the tools that we're using this evening. I'm placing them into the chat as we speak. I have a couple streams, so if you see it first, just get it and share it with anybody. If they ask for it later on, that's all I ask. So that everybody can keep up with you. Stay great within this whole thing. Okay, so as you can see now in our second upload there, we're going to be using Google Colab. So I'll bring up Google Colab in a second here. So what this really is, for anybody who hasn't used Google Colab is like a VM or a virtual machine that you can spin up. It's really for developers, but what I want you guys to try to do is to use this as a transcriber. Now, of course, you can go, if you've done it before, go to an older notebook, but because I'm showing you guys, because I do this often, so you can do everything. You can do a anti-gravity agent, live translation, but for the purposes of this, we're going to just go with a brand new notebook. We'll name it Voice. We'll just name it Voice. And with this voice, you guys, I want you to make sure that you're staying locked in real fast. And sorry. Make sure you click in the links if you are having a hard time finding it. That's why I put everything in the chat. So as we allow for the audio to be generated, I think it's done now, actually. It's a 15-minute video now. So now it's confuzzling and getting its buffering the actual sound itself, so that way we can utilize the sound. And sorry that it's a little bunched up, the text on the screen. I was just trying to get it to you guys as fast as possible. But the Colab is what we're going to take there, and we're going to put in these prompts so that way we can get Colab to do what we want it to do. Because if we don't, we're going to be in a heck of a problem. And type free in the chat if you are following along and you want access to all of these tools. I can do it one by one too. So here's Colab. This is the next one that you guys should be, so it looks a little bit more pretty. I am a stickler for how it comes out to you guys too. So that's it. That's the next one here. What we're going to be doing is you're going to want to put this in here, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get all of it. I'm going to see what I can get on. Yeah, we didn't make it all. So I'm going to put this in code chunks, but what you want to do is, so we're going to steal another platform's Whisper, which is just a talk to text model that will allow it to do the work for you pretty much.
Deeply insightful.
Okay.
Tonight you open a blank spreadsheet and type a number that looks almost ridiculous. $600 million. There is no office tower, no private jet, no team waiting for instructions.
So we wasted a lot of
there is only you, a laptop, and perhaps one small business that barely exists. But the real answer is far stranger than simply working harder until that number appears.
Now, this is a very AI sounding voice. I would prompt you guys to find something better than what I found, right? But that's fine even if you don't find something better than this, because it's all about getting the video made and then turning this into something that will work better for you. So what we're going to do now is right here, we're going to have to put some code, right? So did I put it on the screen for you guys? I probably have not. Yeah, not Whisper. Okay, because it's such a long code, I'm just going to put it on the screen. If you want it personally, DM me on Instagram and I'll send it over to you. It's just a little too long. Well, actually, yeah, it's too long for you guys. And I don't want to break it up into chunks because code needs to be placed all in one. So I want you, what you can do is take a screenshot of the page after I do this here. So I'm going to paste this here. Okay, it's gonna let me paste that there, right? And then it's gonna start to, once you paste it, you're gonna press this play button here. It's gonna install this Whisper model. Actually, I have the wrong one. Bear with me a second, actually. I know I have it. I'm giving you the longer version, and we don't need to do the longer version. That's on me, you guys. That's my apologies. So let's listen to the audio while I cook up something else real fast. Because this is what you're going to need to...
You do not build a $600 million holding company by chasing $600 million. You build a machine that knows what to do with $1, then $10, then $10 million. That distinction changes everything, because a holding company is not a magical business model. It is an ownership structure. A parent entity owns businesses beneath it, and those businesses produce cash, assets, data, relationships, or intellectual property. The parent decides where the next dollar should go. That is the entire game. Not motivation, not branding, capital allocation. At the beginning, though, you have no capital to allocate. You have time.
Okay, so we have the voice, and then now this is the command. We're going to delete this. We're going to go new code, easy like that. If you have ever had the mistake, just delete and put new code, and then this is the install. Very simple, very easy to use. You want to put this in here, and I can put this in chat actually. So if you want to try this with me, say let's go. If you're in here and you're really watching this, say let's go for me, so that way we can get this going. Okay, so you're gonna take exactly that, like exactly what I just put in chat, and make sure that you put it in here, and then we're gonna press that play button. It's gonna spin up a little bit. Again, this is a free for you to use situation. So I want you to use it. Like, it doesn't take any computing power. It's not gonna be on there. You literally see that it's using its own disk space and RAM system right here, runtime, all of that other kind of stuff. And then once you're done, you can delete it, so that way no one has access to your filage or anything. But this is on a what they would call a virtual machine again, which is so disconnected to your computer that it has nothing to do with it. Everything that we're going to be putting it in will be placed in there, so it's fetched it, it's doing all of this. What we want to do is go here and download our audio. So we only have 300 credits left. You can make shorter videos. You can make shorts with this until you start making or generating cash, and then you can buy the service. Or like I said, if you want to be completely free all the time for the rest of your life, you can get the voice box that I showed you guys earlier. So I'm sorry, I'm over here. Export this. I'm over here about to click every other button than the download. So you want it to be an audio file. Make sure that it's single file, MP3. I don't have enough to generate the remaining.
The parent decides where the next dollar should go. That is the entire game. Not motivation, not branding, capital allocation. At the beginning, though, you have no capital to allocate. You have time, skill, attention, and perhaps a reputation that has not been monetized yet. So the first company under your imaginary reliable free cash flow, the holding company, targets. Each method reduces one problem while creating another. Debt preserves ownership, but it creates fixed obligations. Seller financing reduces the cash required today, but
the seller may demand.
Ain't no way. That's hilarious. So you would have that part of the video. I'm gonna show you on my paid version of it. This is horrible. I'm sorry, guys. This is not what I'm used to. The free version usually works for you guys. So make sure that it's under 10 minutes so that you have enough credits to make this work for you guys. Let's go to my actual one. That was a horrible way. Again, I would recommend using the voice box. I can show you guys that in another video, but let's go back to 11. It shouldn't even have taken that many credits to create that video, so. What is happening? Okay, so we're here. You know, I got my own log. What the? Absolutely not. So now we're logged into my actual one where you're going to see 300,000 credits. And again, you can just do studio is going to be the one that we're going to go with. Sorry that it did that to us, guys. I do apologize. But again, VoiceBox will be the alternative. This is just so you can visually see it because VoiceBox is going to work. See, now we can upload a document, right? So this is the TXT file with the breaks. Yep. So now we can change it to number 3. Voices available. We can go explore the library because we're going to use something different than I want to hear it. Where's... Okay, so we got him there. And go back to edit. Thought we just changed it.
Gratitude is riches.
The world is round.
Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none.
Our distrust is very expensive.
Let me see.
And here we have a calm.
Okay, so we're going to go with our Frederick guy. We're going to enhance the text. So now we gotta highlight all of it. So see, you see how I did the brackets like I told you guys earlier. Control A, and then we're gonna enhance all the text. Okay, we'll do it 3 things at a time. Enhance. Well, for future reference, if you want to enhance, this will be the way. Now it's starting to buffer the whole thing.
Then 10 million. That distinction changes every...
Whoa, wait a minute now. We didn't want none of that. We want this. And I got to generate it myself. So it's generating this audio that we need.
That distinction changes everything. Because a holding company is not a magical business model. It is an ownership structure. A parent entity owns businesses beneath it.
Why did it change my whole thing? Okay, well now we gotta do it like this. I guess that they thought that I wanted it multiple. No. This, and his voice alone. There we go. Now we can generate that.
Tonight, you open a blank
spreadsheet and type a number that looks almost ridiculous.
$600 million.
There is no office tower, no private jet, no team waiting for instructions. There is only you, a laptop, and perhaps one small business that barely exists. But the real answer is far stranger than simply working harder until that number appears. You do not build a $600 million holding company by chasing $600 million.
Okay, so now that we have the voice and we have our script sectioned out just like this, first off, what we want to do is make sure it's named. So we're going to call this what? The holding company. Okay. We'll take that there. Now that we have the audio, we're going to export it. So it's going to cost me 12,000 credits to export it. That is a little bit over what you typically have. So make sure that when you use the master prompt that you prompt it to use credits less than 5,000. Okay, so it's going to take about 5 seconds for this to get ready to be completely downloaded. And then we're going to take this into our secondary workflow. Now, I just want you to know this is really a master class on how to do faceless content, and nobody is really doing that. They're showing you results only, but they're not going step by step, showing you what could be broken, how you can fix it, and all these other things. So do me this one favor, man. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Show your boy some love, because we out here doing the damn thing. I'm showing you in the end how to make this faceless thing actually go and work, okay? So remember, we're at Google Colab. I'm gonna switch screens back to that as well, because this is gonna be done in about a couple of seconds. So once we get over to Google Colab, right? Pull that up. And is it almost done? Yeah, it's downloading now. So we're gonna go over here to Google Colab. So it should look like this. You don't need that. You're gonna add a new piece of code after this, right? Let this be here. You're gonna add code. Then you're gonna put in the prompt as follows. So we have it now. We have the full downloaded version, but I'm gonna put the prompt in here. I want you guys to see how you do this. So I have, what you're gonna do is put whisper and then the name of your example audio. But what we'll do first is we have to add the audio in here. So you're gonna go over here. Actually, which one is it? The folder. Sorry. Go to folder. Now, if you have your audio in your downloads, it's gonna be pretty easy. You just go over here and just import it. Why did it didn't name itself? So I'm gonna rename it real fast. I'm gonna rename it. What did we name it? I'm gonna just put 6 million. $. 6 million. Who is trying to make some money this evening? Because I'm gonna also show you how to pocket watch your competitors and then know if your type of content actually has value, right? So once you have that, now there's many ways you can do it. You can go here to add files and you'll see it there, or you can just pull up your file folder. So this is why I'm doing it this way. It's invisible to you guys, but you just drag it over from the files and then into here. You're gonna say, it's gonna give you this warning. Just lets you know that if you cut this off at any time, all of what you placed inside of it will be deleted, and that's actually what we do want so that nobody can steal it. Now you can see my MP3 here saying 6 million. What we're gonna go to here in the code part, in our new code, example MP3. What you're just gonna do is rename and copy this, right? And then go here, delete that part, or just paste over 6M. And then now you have the option of going small, medium, where you see model here. So that's just gonna let you know how much of the transcript is gonna break down. Either will it be minute to minute when you use large, or paragraph to paragraph. This right here is going to pretty much stop at every sentence where there will be a breath pause, because it's meticulous on stopping where it hears a breath, because what it's doing is analyzing the audio file. So again, what we do in here, we run this. Now this may take a long while, so this is the time where you can get up, go get yourself something to drink, something to eat, feel good about yourself, right? Because now you're already 50% of the way done with all of this. And then I'm going to show you how easy it is to not even put your finger on the button after we get this. Okay, so now it's decoding. It sees how much it's taken. It's going to give us the full thing. Okay, so don't worry about that. This is where our Google Flow is going to come into. So you want to make sure that you are signed into an account. You're going to say create with Google Flow. Because while that's meandering, and if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask me. So you can see some of the stuff I made, stuff here. We even went to start doing cartoon versions of stuff. And look at how many things are here. This is just from a singular, what we're going to be doing next. It made all of this automatically for us, right? And I'm going to show you exactly how you do this. 22 seconds, it's still going. What? This is the name. It says it's not any name. Let's run it again, just in case. Because I know this should be starting to create something better. It says 6 million. Why is it reading this? Okay. So what I'm going to do, we're going to delete this whole code line. And then we're going to write one more again. We're going to paste, actually. Let's rename this one more time. Rename file. And I'm just going to take off the money sign because the money sign might be the thing that's making us not get the result we're looking for. So again, here, because code is very meticulous about what it wants, 600 M. Okay. .mp3, .mp3. Now it should work. Okay, so now it's getting it's gonna detect our language. Now it's actually working. That money sign. So, okay, don't put money signs in front of it. I wasn't thinking of my code in days. But this, again, something, if it breaks, this is what I'm here to show you guys. Like, don't do certain things so that you don't have the same issues. Be better than me so that way you can get better results. So, again, we're going to start a new, create a character. No, we're not doing that. We just need a new project. We're going to name our project Hidden 600 million. Right, and with our hidden 600 million now ready to go, we just need to wait for this to transcribe. As you can see, it's going 8 seconds to all of this. We got to wait for all of this to come back out. I really wish there was a way for me to speed this up, but there is not. Again, this is what free tools look like. Now, if you had this downloaded onto your computer and you have a pretty fast computer, what I mean by fast is that the GPU is pretty big and solid. So a GPU being about, let's say, 32 gigs of RAM is what big would be. That's what I have locally on my device. You can see how much disk memory it's using right now. It's using 21. That's why I say 32, right? It's using this much as we speak just to create this at this speed. Now, if you're at 32, you can max override, meaning you can make it move faster. Now, if you want to get this faster, you can also move up to large and stuff like that, but your scenes will not be as dynamic as what we're going to be creating right now because you only get the first 3 to 4 seconds to grab somebody's attention. So you want to be able to switch your scene just that fast. So what I want to show you guys is that we also have this right here. This is what I named. This is what I named the extension that will allow you to automate this entire process. So it automatically detects if you're on Google Flow. When you're on Google Flow, it's making sure that agent mode is turned off. We're going to make this 1, and we're going to make sure that we have set the parameters to 6 by 9. I mean, excuse me, 16 by 9. Now, if you want variations, you can go with 2. You're going to get unlimited generations. So it tells you if you want to know how much the generations cost and stuff like that, you can use that. If you're using agent mode, this is where the problem becomes, right? With agent mode turned on, you're automatically using the credits that you have. And on a free account, you have 50. But the powerful thing about it is without it on, when you do go to video, you can see how much credits you're using. You can use up to 7 for 4-second time frames. So that's all you're going to be needing to turn some of the static frames into video. Okay? But on image, it's absolutely free. As you can see, 0 credits. And now you can go to Nano Banana Pro, which is not as good as Nano Banana 2. Nano Banana 2 Lite, doesn't matter. As long as we don't have that agent on, we're not wasting any of our 50 credits that we'll be needing to transfer our images into video. Oh, excuse me. I need some water. Shit. I'm just waiting for the meandering. Yeah, because it's a 15-minute video, this might take a while. Maybe I should have hyperlapsed it as a video, but this is why I said you can go cook yourself some food, come back, executing. It's been 4 minutes already. And this is on Python 3. So this is just something for the coding nerds out there. You can see this is one of the bigger models, one of the more efficient models, but it still takes this amount of time. Now, if you want to circumvent this, if you have another way to do, if you have Adobe, you can utilize Adobe to transcribe it as well. Matter of fact, that might be what I do right here because I have Adobe. But I do want you guys to see that this is how it's going to work here. Now, tell me in the chat, want me to wait it out or you want me to move on so you can see the video, the generations? I'm going to prop up Premiere just in case. I got to update it actually. So we'll still be waiting. So my version is so out of date. They said you can't even use it. I was like, damn. But I be working. So no, I got it to work. It was fast update. So let's see. I'll show you the alternative. Excuse me. I'm yawning like that. So instead of sitting there, I'm just waiting and looking like, well, what do we do? What do we do? You can go here. Now this is a workflow, so don't try to just skip a part or anything like that. You're gonna do this here first, initially. Transcript. This will do this rather quickly. And then you can change the transcript options, filler words, how many seconds, minimum pause length, 0.47, 75. Godly, you know I'm tired. So we'll just leave that as is. It's only going to take just a few seconds to get this done. And then all you have to do is download that CRV that you're going to get, which is just the text file. You can change the type that you're going to get to. So we're going to go here. You export it, CSV, excuse me. I would take you can export it as a transcript so that way you know. 30 seconds. Hold on, let me. Another way to look at this, right, is you're gonna go down here. Oh no, why would I do that? And yeah, you're gonna see where all the breaks are in the video. So you see these long little gaps here. These are gonna be the pauses that we're looking for. And I want to see if it's
Tonight, you open a blank.
Tonight, you open a blank spread.
Why is tonight twice? So what I would do is delete this right here. See, this is a good thing to see too. Ripple delete this.
Tonight, you open a blank spreadsheet and type a number that looks almost ridiculous.
So we want to, yeah. So now you want to do is make sure that what we're getting has the pauses and everything like that. So you can go with this, but then this is the problem. What you're going to get once you have this does not match the
Tonight,
pauses.
you open a blank spreadsheet and type a number that looks almost ridiculous. 600.
So what we would need is at 6 seconds, excuse me, at 5 seconds, we need to be able to change this. And that is what this is over here is doing. Let's see. That's what our whisper flow is working through. It knows where those breaks in the conversation are happening. And what you want to do is you're pretty much going to get all of this. But you know what? I'm going to show you exactly how it is. So we're still here. Let's take the transcript. Oh, sorry, not transcript view. Export as a transcript. Export as transcript. And we're going to put it in downloads, of course. And we're going to call this the 6M. I don't know why it wouldn't. $600M. So now that we have the transcript, we're going to take that over to our, what are we using? ChatGPT? I forgot, you guys. Bear with me. I do be forgetting. Yeah, we're using ChatGPT. We're going to take this now. And, oh, shoot. Did I change it over here for you guys? Did not. So we're here. And then we're just going to upload that new file, this JSON. They love JSON. Internet documents love JSON. Is that going to work? I'm not sure. But you know what we can do? If it's not sure, go back over to our thing and we're going to export it as a text file. And 600M. Yeah, okay, so it's a TXT. That JSON was crazy. Are you still okay? You guys are still on there. I moved around, so I just put another thing. It's changed. It's talking about Adobe Express. It's doing more stuff, which is cool. I really don't use ChatGPT too much, but you have that option there. So you'll see what you get here. So now I'm giving it the document with all of that, and if you don't believe that it's there, this is it with the transcript. Oh, it actually did pretty good. It's not great. It's not great. I would redo this whole part. And you know what we can do? We can create a fucking branch. Create a branch, and then I'll show you guys the difference in the power. In the power. This one is still meandering. We're at 4 minutes, so we'll get this other part done a lot faster, but I want you to see what we're getting. And regardless, the only thing you got to do is just match up the sound if you are somebody who wants to get speed over accuracy, because speed is the name of the game. It doesn't really matter anything else. So as it's doing this, it's going to see it's creating it by time blocks. So after this is done, which is going to take us no time at all in comparison, it's already faster than Google Colab. Now, Google Colab, again, is a virtual machine that we're getting for free. We didn't give it the best parameters or anything like that. But what we're going to get from it is going to be so powerful that it creates pretty much the chunk of it. Now, I'm not going to create any animated videos because we are well over the time frame, and I'm not seeing any questions down in the description. I mean, down in the chat. So I want to get some dinner before it gets too late. And this will actually be a video that will be featured on my Faceless page. If you want to check out any of the Faceless page stuff, this particular Faceless page is called Wealth Chronicles, where we pretty much detail exactly how you can get into places that allow you to generate large amounts of money. Okay, funds, all that kind of stuff. And it's broken down so simply that even a child can do it. If you want to get an automated system on how to do all this, make sure you join my free community, and we'll talk about agent systems that will completely automate this entire workflow. All you have to do is come up with the idea and create the structure one day, and then you'll be able to do this repeatedly for free like this. Okay, and it'll all work in the background without you having to do much. This is why I'm kind of like, oh, well. Now, I could have shown you guys that. If that is something you guys want to see, I'll do that in a separate video, but I will not be as lovely and luxurious with all the lighting that I have, because I have to do that on my laptop, which is actually more powerful than my desktop. Can you believe that? Yeah. Okay, so let me look at chat. I'm over here talking directly to you guys. Are you guys finding this like really helpful? Because I really want to make sure that I'm doing something that's, so we got 9 to 4. Let's go the next. Yeah, let's put next. Now I set this all up so that way you don't burn out whatever you're using either. Like, let's say you're using a free plan of ChatGPT. You don't want to burn out your credits too fast. So this is why it's made exactly like this. This is why I made the workflow so that you guys can really feel what it is that you're doing and get a grasp for it. And then honestly, after it's all done, we're going to have one big prompt that we're going to put into it. So there's no worries. It's miasmaing, it's meandering, it's figuring it out. I'm going to go back and check Google Flow. Google Colab. Google Colab is at 6 minutes, you guys, just as an update. So it's still going. Like I said, you could have cooked some food and came back. It's been 15 minutes and that thing is still chugging along. But this is why I want you guys to start waking up like early, or do yourself an even better favor. And you can run multiple one of these at the same time. So what I would plan for you guys to do is make 2 or 3 videos per day like this in the workflow using like Google Colab. Do it earlier on in the day before you're too tired, before the end of the day stuff is going on, before you don't have the energy to make it work for yourself, right? Let me see what chat is talking about. Chat. You know how Kai do. Chat. Oh yeah, so now see, so we have it in 2 sections. We have it all delivered. Now it's gonna, because I made it this way, it's gonna prompt to ask, do we want it all together? We're just gonna say yes. It's gonna come up here in a big, why would it try to generate an image? That's craziness. There's no way you're generating all these images. There's at least probably 30 or 40 images just waiting to be generated. I don't know, chat. You tell me. This is some wild stuff. And like I said, I've never used ChatGPT to do this. So this is new for me as well as new for you guys. I usually typically use Google Gemini, especially with this because they know how to search the web because Google has access to pretty much, I want to probably say 80% of the internet, which is crazy for you guys to know. But now that everything has turned into cloud computing, the actual competitor, do you guys know the competitor? I will take it in chat. Its actual competitor for the most control of the internet is actually freaking Amazon. Amazon is the #1 cloud computing, so most of the computing power now comes out of Amazon, not Google. Crazy as it is. They just got into the market a little bit earlier and a little bit more friendly, I suppose. So now that we have all this, you copy all of this. This is where the magic has happened. I hope that you guys have been staying. Everybody who's been locked in with me, congratulations to you. You're about to see it go down all live. So instead of doing this, putting it in one by one. Now I want you guys to see what it's like though too. So we're back over here, as you can see on Chrome. Colab is still chugging along. Okay, yeah, Corporal, I would check it out. I haven't seen anything, brother. I'm looking right this second because I truly value your viewership. I want you to know that immensely. Where is it at, bro? If you can, send me a message right now if you can. Because I'm literally looking here. I don't see it. And I'm going to put it in the chat for you so that way it's easy for you to find me. Because I just want to make sure that did you send it to did you send it to the podcast? Let me look at that chat. I'm sorry, brother. Yeah, no, you're not in the podcast one either. Hold on, I'm putting it in the chat for you. And Corporal, welcome in, my good guy. Hold on. Where is the chat? Okay, here we go. So that's my Instagram. Just type that in or copy that in. Oh shoot, that's wrong. Don't do that one. Wrong. I can't delete my own message. Okay, remove it. There we go. It's this one here. It's Juice the number 2 SM over on Instagram. You message me and I'm gonna get to you, Corporal. Just let me know. It has my face. Listen, I have a my face account and then I also have an AI that does my content for me, just talking about the AI stuff. So it's a little bit, sometimes it's crazy. And sometimes I'm not on the right one at the right time. But if you shoot me a message right now, I'm looking for you right now as we speak. Just say like whatever you want to say. If it doesn't say, yeah, it doesn't say Juice number 2. Oh, wait a minute, maybe you're on. Let me look at my other one, my AI Mastermind one. No, I'm not seeing you, brother. Corporal, while I'm waiting, sorry, I need to be doing stuff on here. So now that we have everything, again, you're going to be using this extension that's here. You can just look it up on Google Chrome. I'm going to give me 1 second. I need to find, I got some stuff I want to drop into the chat for you guys. That's what I was saying. Give me a second. So now that we're here, you want to make sure that, so you can use, you can use CapCut to edit all this once we get it done. So we're going to take all of this and paste it here, right? So now we have this, but what you want to do is at least see what the output is going to be like. So what I would typically do, what are you guys seeing? Okay, you're seeing this. So let me change back for a second. So typically what I would do is I always go to the first scene, see what the AI has given me, just so I know what we're going to be getting into before we dive head first. It's going to be good, but I always like to cover my bases. Why did it do that to us? Okay, so we're on Chrome. We're going to put this first prompt in. And again, we're only making one. See what it's going to do. It's going to be rather quick. They're making me do some damn confirmation. Brother, I'm trying to check every Instagram I have. So this is our doodle man. I don't know why he went and became a cartoon person, but we're about to see. And Corporal, if you, let me check. Yeah, Corporal, you gotta send it to that Instagram I put in there. So this is the guy that we got. I don't know why they made him look like this, but it's familiar. It works. So what I would do is, now that we have literally all 32 images that we need for our video, for our 15-minute video, we're going to go ahead and start generations. And then this is taking literally all the work out of putting it in one by one, waiting for prompts, and it's going to give you a buffering time in between, so that you don't overwhelm the system, because sometimes if you keep putting in prompts after prompts after prompt, it's going to be a little bit, off. This is a better start than what we got the first time. And what we're going to do now after that is just lock in all of these things together. So my hands are here, as you can see. I'll put my hands on my head as this does it. It's already downloading it. It has its own file, that's folder it's already going to be in. And I created this so that you guys could do this easily. Now, it did deviate a bit from what I originally do, and that's just completely doodle. It should be an iconic character. What you can do too is just go back in any of the workflow that is a little off. You add a reference image, like you'll go down and add this guy, right? So boom, right here, watch this. It's gonna pop up the prompt anyway, and it's gonna have this guy back in there. Watch that. So while you wait, what I would just do is just keep placing his ass back in there. If you want them to look exactly the same. So so YouTube is going to push all types of content, and this is why I said you need to look at your competitors, right? So we're gonna go back here. I'll even show you some of the competitors, right? So Evo explained. 3 days ago, this man made this, right? There are a bunch of these faceless YouTube channels getting big very fast. He has 1,000 subscribers. It's about consistency. That's why I'm making this automated workflow for you guys, so that way you can, yeah, you can definitely get an average of 25 or so K. And then now let's get the masterclass of pocket watching, because I sorry, I have to stay over here. Sorry. Let me go. I'm gonna go to a different tab and I'm gonna show you. Now we're gonna go to the masterclass part of it. While that generates all of our video pieces, I'm gonna give you the masterclass of the pocket watch, right? So Alchemy, right? What type of content are you doing faceless? How about that? You need to know your niche. Let's know your niche. And then I'm gonna go and show you what the power of what you can do with it right now. So if you don't know about this page, this is something you need if you're really going to take anything that you're doing seriously. It's like following the market for faceless content. I think you got hit with Salty Cakes. Welcome in. First off, shout out to one of our OGs in the building. Salty Cakes in here. So what you want to do, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but Alchemy, let me know if you're back in the chat, because I want to know the niche that you're making faceless content in and how consistent are you with making faceless content. Let me know the niche, because what we're going to do is I'm going to find something within the same realm. Actually, where's that? Yeah, let's go home. There is a lot. What you can do too to push it, I'm going to give you another little secret, right? Make more than one. Just like this page right here. Stickly is smart as hell. Stickly has 3 faceless pages. They push all of them simultaneously, right? What they do is they make one video for one, and then they tag each and every one of them into it. They're at 41,000 subscribers. And this was just made May of this year. May of this year, Alchemy. May of this year. If you don't believe me,
the
look,
most
all
dangerous
of these
thing
channels,
in the
all of them, all 3 of them, same month, May 21st this year.
The most dangerous thing in the
what it just does is it collaborates with the other ones to get April. So this was the earliest one. It got results, but then he said, "Let me multiply and be fruitful." And what Salty Cakes is saying is absolutely true. Oh, you said it was a little teaser. I'm sorry. I'm just reading your whole thing. Yeah, you have to make full-length videos. See, these are 20 minutes, and you can see how popular they are, right? So let's just say like these guys were my competitors. Sorry, that was a workout plan I had. Say these are your competitors. You copy this here, and then you're going to go to over here on Social Blade. You put that there. Yeah, excuse me. You paste it there. That was not what we're trying to do. What the hell happened? So copy that. Go here, paste it. Now you want to pocket watch your competitors. Every month they're making an additional $7,000 for this one channel. We can go and look at all of them. So we can even figure out how much they're making.
The most dangerous thing in the prehistoric world.
For each of them. On Stickly, they're making Stickly Explains. And these are completely AI made as well. This is how crazy this is. Like, it's not hard, you guys. Sorry. So for between 400 to 7,000, this one is it's another 5,000. And then let's look at the third 1,000. I mean, 30,000, the third channels, pardon me. Their third channel is Mac, right? Did we do Mac or did we do the Paint? I'm not sure. I'm getting confused. It's 3 of them, all by the same person. Pretty much made the same thing, made the same time. So this one is at 14K. So just add that up. Just like Salty Cake said, they're easily, without a doubt, making $30,000 to $40,000 per month, posting one video per channel, just tagging the other channels because they are combining the audiences that they're having all over the place. And this has been up for a little over 2 months. So if you really want to make this bag, you really got to lock in with it, right? And this is exactly what the whole mindset that I'm going to be running as well. They don't run any shorts. These are all long form video. And it's just easy for them, right? Sorry, I went to Mac already. Stickly. We're just going back through. Alchemy, if you're back, I'm sorry if you didn't hear everything that went on. Let me know what you missed and I'll tell you, because we're pocket watching. This is how much this Faceless channel is making monthly, right? By the year, they're making 30K just off one of the 3 channels that they all run that is all making them money, because what they do is they put out one video and then they tag each of their channels. Some are doing better than the other ones, but why does it matter if they're all getting views? If they're all getting views and they don't even sell anything. See what they, okay, so now they do. So before they weren't, right? Start your journey. It tells you how to create or how to discover the secret human's life. But boom, it shows you this. They're slowly getting to the point where they're gonna be making money. Even if they get 1%, 10% of this, they're making money on the back end as well, because they're gonna sell this course. Let's see, start your journey now. We'll see how much. Oh, product is not found. So they're brand new to this. This is probably just gone up in the last couple of weeks or something. It's asking for all of this. It teaches you, it's supposed to teach you how to do what they're doing. Shoot. Luckily, I got them. I follow them. These are competitors, right? And what you want to do is make sure that you're pocket watching. Whoever you're watching, you need to be pocket watching them. It doesn't matter. You need to know how much they're making, for what's working, right? So how you find out what's working, what's popular. Well, this one a month ago, why do predators ignore sleeping humans, got 2 million views. I can tell you just off of knowledge of YouTube, this right here made at least $5,000 to $6,000 by itself. Then you have other ones. So this is like 2,500. They're making a lot of money just off the views, right? And then what you do is combine this by what you're doing is you're putting up videos every single day, once a day. This came out a day ago, so there should be one dropping today. This was 2 days ago, 5 days ago. You might want to give a little gap so that your channel gets warmed up, but once you have it warmed up and ready to go, it's ready to go. So let's go back to our thing over on Google Chrome. It should still be generating some videos for some pictures and stuff. Who was calling me? Sorry, guys. I that was crazy. I'm surprised it only got to this so far. See, so what we're missing is the consistency of the guy, right? So we just keep adding them back into it, and we'll get stuff like this. They put they put Einstein and they put the Monopoly Man in here. That's hilarious, actually. So now it's gonna spin up our next one. We have about 15 more to go. But this is what you need to be doing, Alchemy. If you're still in here, you need to be pocket watching your competitors. You can't just go up in here and think that you're going to be great without pocket watching. Have to pocket watch. Yeah, I would redo this. He has a jar on his head. That's hilarious. So this guy should be in majority of your scenes. And what you do is, if they're not working out, we just redo those particular scenes. It's not hard, and it's not going to cost you a dime. As you can see, again, this is why we're watching right now. It's free. If you're using my Zappy Flow, if you're using my Zappy Flow extension, it's going to do all this. It's going to save it to a folder for you. It's also going to give you a serialized number, meaning it's going to tell you. So if you look here where it says this many seconds, this is typically the amount of time that the clip should be up. But this is because we used the output from Premiere Pro. And what I would still say is to use the Google edition, the Google Colab. Let's look at where Google Colab is now. Oh, it's about done. It's just about done. We're not on there. Sorry, I know. So just keep throwing this guy back in there. Oh shoot, not this guy. Keep throwing this guy back in the ingredients. Because if you're cooking, you want to have the same little meal. You want to cook up the same little meal, same little things. This is how you get to the bag, right? Now, I can show you how to animate, but I want you guys to actually look up what is a good animation style. The places that I want you guys to go look is Pinterest. Pinterest, I got to go back to the other tab because I don't want to slow the flow of this. No, I gotta stay up on it. The stress machine. See, so what it does is it waits for the generation to stop, which is good because it lets the system know that you're not AI. Alchemy, are you still in here? I really want to be able to help people who are new and don't know. But don't be afraid to try and fail, right? Business is all about actually going out there, trying, giving it your best shot and failing. It's okay to fail. Corporal, I did not receive any message from you. Unless, Corporal, tell me your, if you could, tell me your Instagram name. That would work better for me. So that I can message you and make sure that we are connecting on whatever it is that you need help with. Because, you know, I want to be able to give assistance, but eventually you're going to have to join up with the community so that way we can just talk in one place and not have to worry about any systems in the way. Yeah, see, I'm going to have to change this. This looks like a good little Rick and Morty, though. I actually like this style of art. I think we're going to stay with that one. Come on, guys. I need to know that y'all still with me because we about to finish this up. Because once I get this here, you'll see exactly what you need to do. It's good to have these references. I think this is actually pretty good, though. As long as I can get all of this in there, we'll be great. And I think I'm going to name him Remy. Remy. My boy Remy. And you see why I'm doing what I'm doing. So that way the art style is staying similar. If you didn't notice, like you're getting a little wild some of these places. Okay, done. Wait a minute now. Okay. Nah, I appreciate that, my lovely, salty, sweet cakes. Okay, I appreciate you. I don't know where Alchemy went. Alchemy came in here and said one thing, and that's the thing I want to make sure you guys are keeping away from. Like, you can create good money doing this, right? Like, if you know your art style and stuff that you want to use that. Oh, shoot, I put 2 in there. Oh well. They know what I want. I don't like the first guy we got, so we are going with the second one. This first guy, he's just like, his eyeballs are too looking crazy. Alchemy, I'm not trying to talk ish, but I want you to actually learn where this is actually going because you can make good money. You just have to do this consistently. Like, spend an hour a day creating this kind of stuff, and then you just post it. and see what works, right? And I'm going to show you also how you test it to even make it better so you can go out to 2 different audiences at the same time. Because a lot of people don't even tell you that. Like you can make your audience expand very easily by doing something called A/B testing. Now I'm going to show you that, but I want to make sure that my images are staying consistent, and we have probably about 7 more prompts. Less than that. So as we wait, just talk to me in the chat so I can tell you what I do know about what you're talking about. Salty Sweet Cakes, are you going to try to do something like this? I know you're watching, but I'm just curious. What do you have an idea for? Like, what is your niche going to be? If you would like to share, because you're a star here, so stars get VIP privileges. Matter of fact, can I make you a mod? I'll be making you a mod in a moment. You're going to be a moderator if you don't mind having the power. Do you mind? Do you accept the power of being knighted moderator of the Juice Chat? Queen creme de la creme of what goes on in the juicy world? Understood. That's not a problem. Listen, if an hour out of your day is enough to start making you $30K a month, would you not take that opportunity? I just want to ask you that. Let's just break it down into actual numbers. If you could do this 1 time a day, and where's our pocket watching? Do I have to switch back? If you could do this 30 times a day, pardon me, let me look at, where's this at? Excuse me, if you could do this 1 hour a day, what is happening? If you could do this 1 hour a day, and it would assure you, right? You make 3 or so videos, you make $30,000 a month. Would you be worried about finding a job? No, because at that point, we will be talking at a different level. So Ursa, I hope that, Salty Sweet Cakes, my bad. I hope that you do lock in with me and come join the community, because I do have some next steps that I would recommend. As far as when that money starts coming in, you don't want to be somebody who just spends it all up, right? You want to have believe me, and that's why I made this video, because I understand what it is like to not have a singular dime, but you have the internet. You're literally talking to me on the internet, so you have everything that you need. The only things that you need to do is look at the tools on the list that I put earlier in the chat, and with that, okay, I'm not trying to dox or anything. I know there's a delay, so your chat is coming in, and I'm seeing it with the delay. But yeah, oh shoot, I missed 2 prompts. We got to redo some stuff. So just make sure that you're watching what's happening too, over on the other side. But yeah, $30,000 every month. That is eventually going to become more, because as you snowball this thing, it only took these people 2 months to get to where they're going, and they're not doing anything spectacular at all. They offer collaborations. Where's my sorry guys, I'm trying to bring you back to Chrome to see what's happening there. So it's going to generate all of these things for us. This is the ease of it, right? So most of this stuff I want you to do, and then take your time, go about your business, come back to it, make sure that it's just right. If there's anything that's off, like this is off, we're just going to go and make sure that our prompt is what you can do. So for example, like this one is off, right? Put that prompt back in there, and then we put a reference or something. Oh shit. So we got to do this one, and well, see, it took away my thing. So we're going to boom that. Anyone that's like off, we'll just do that, right? Like this here. Sorry. Put this guy. And then this prompt. Sorry. So do the reuse. So what it is just saying reuse prompt. And then we'll boom. Next prompt in some seconds. Damn it. I fucked up. So what I would just go through and do is, reuse, then prompt it with that. Next prompt in 5 seconds. So let's get it quick. Boof. Beat him. So that's 32 out of 32. Ursa, you can do this. You are amazing, right? And you just have to look for niches that aren't being tapped, right? And if you don't know where these went, you can just go here. It'll tell you the time frame. So what I would just do, right? This is a cleanup thing because this is our consistent art style for the rest of this, right? It looks pretty good, but some of them are off. So the ones that look off, we're going to reuse art style here, remake, same thing, wherever it's off. Don't click on it, but just click this little arrow, put our example photo, redo, and just follow that in line. Now you're gonna have to remember where the time frame is. This is important because now it's not within our automatic generation, right? Now I've been trying to get it to have character consistency, but the problem is sometimes that character consistency still breaks on this. So look, everything here is for free. So I'm going to go through the tools right now with you. Google Flow. All right, I'm just going to pull it up again. Google Flow. You just go here. It's going to say Google Labs, Creative Studio, Google Flow. You start a new project, and I want you to follow everything that I'm telling you right now. This is just a final run through. You make sure that Google Flow is at 0. Google Colabs is what we're going to use after everything is done. And now we have the full thing. So all we have to do and use those commands that I put into the chat. You need ElevenLabs. You can use the free version. Your video needs to be less than 15 minutes though, so that you can export it and you'll get credits every single day to use to make videos. Every day you'll go in, make one video, rinse and repeat. If this is not enough, if you have a larger idea and you want to do something locally that's free, we have VoiceBox. This is the same thing, but you just have to download it onto your device. Give it the same voice transcript like we did here on Google Colab. So what we just did is added our MP3 here. And then now all we have to do is take this TXT, download this, right? Because now we have another one. And then you're going to go back to our Chat GPT. I'm glad I made a branch for this just because of you, Ursa. So what we're going to do, yes, I can. I can send you everything in the DMs, actually. We're going to go back to right here. And so I made this branch, and I'm glad I did this too, because this is the branch of what we're doing. So I have a master prompt that you're gonna have to edit it, because if you're not gonna go into the same niche as me, you're gonna have a little bit of a differentiator. And it didn't do it exactly how I wanted it to. I wanted it to just do Doodle Guy, but Doodle Guy doesn't always have to be the thing. So we got to this far with the master prompt. I want you to look at it. You can see what the master prompt, it has full, oh God, sweet salty cakes, just so you can see it has full, why is it doing that? It has a full DNA on how the prompting should go. It's actually pissing me off. How the prompting should go, questions it asks, the style. It's going to first generate 5 titles for you in the niche or genre that you're trying to do. Then it's going to generate your script. It has itemized steps. Then it generates your images from the timestamps. That's why I talked about that Google Colab and utilizing that to get the timestamps for the voice. That's the reason for this workflow. Okay? Then you take that timestamp that we just made and I just showed you, I downloaded, and we're going to put that in there. Then after that's done, it's going to give us metadata, everything that we need for the video to actually go viral. So everything that you put in the description, you don't have to think about really anything with this prompt that I've created for you guys. And if you're using it alongside of the extension, it will go like this. Easy money, okay? Easy money. If you do this once a day, you are making buku dollars. Even if you don't do it every day, if you start doing it once a week, you will start making some money. And I don't want you making some money. I want you making enough money to not give a shit about what it is anybody is talking about. Go to places you want to go. Do the things you want to do. Because not just is this the thing that we'll be talking about, I want people around me that actually make money so that way they aren't struggling about what it is that they need to do. And if you can do this all with a simple free system, why would you not do it? Right? A lot of y'all might think, oh, well, he's trying to scam. I'm not selling you anything in this. I'm not asking you for anything. I'm just hoping that I give you enough value so that way you want to come back and watch these videos more and more, and that you can do the exact same thing yourself and start making some money. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 niches that I see that this could work really well with, and you would have to, again, take my master prompt because I didn't make it for these things. But if you went into things that people eat up ridiculously, horoscopes, I don't believe in the mess, but I see the value in it. I know people that are multi-millionaires that tell people about what is in the stars and all this other BS. And they do that on a daily basis. And then guess what they do? They charge for a personal reading. Oh, this is what's going to happen to you in the next XYZ amount of time. People pay $20. You get 100,000 people paying you $20. That is how much money? 200,000 people paying you $20. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, sweet salty cakes, you get what I'm saying. Like, I don't want people to feel the need for lack, because right now with the power of AI, without it being constrained or anything like that, you can do ridiculous topics. Food. Why is this food even edible to people? What was the people? Who was the first person to make XYZ type of food, right? And just keep going from there. And what you do, again, you have to pocket watch. So for you, let's just say you're talking about, you can even like, let me just look up explainer, because what we're doing is explainer video. Oh, I'm #1 in the list. That's crazy. Hey, clap it up for me though right now. I didn't even know I was #1. So you can create videos like this, all of this kind of stuff, 2D explainer videos, and you can just see they're getting hundreds of thousands of views, you guys. You can talk about science. So like these are some of the people I pocket watch myself, right? Like this guy, 189,000. One video 3 hours ago, we go to videos, see what's popular. 10 months ago, a million. And then the gift that keeps on giving about this, right, is that it keeps going up. The more people that watch it, because they're like, dang, this is popular. What was so popular about that? It adds up the money. And the more cumulative money it gets, the higher that the RPM is. So that means the higher amount of money that it comes, right? There's a religious one. There isn't a religious one. Do it. Do it. They need a competitor. The fact that there's nobody else doing it doesn't mean that they get all of the... Dang, I'm over here spelling stuff wrong right now. See, look, every religion explained, 1.1 million views. They're all doing this stuff. And you just have to make yours better. Look, this is how they're doing it. Ugly looking stuff, but people want to know, right? You can do this. It's got its own thing. Here we go. This is the one I was before civilization. I think this is the one. When is this made? April of this year. So there is an opportunity for everyone. There is no way you cannot prepare yourself to be successful in this time right now that AI is here for you, right? Now, let me go back. Did I switch I haven't switched the screen. Sorry, guys. I'm over here ranting and I didn't even switch it. Where am I at? Am I on here? So, sorry, this is the explainer videos. I wish you had said something, Ursa. Yeah, so look, this is the religious channel that I'm speaking on. They have 11,000, so they're already making enough money. And you know what? I'll pocket watch for you for them right now. We'll pocket watch. Now that we're done, we can do this on this one. Stay locked in. With your religious niche, you could potentially be making, if you just add better sound, okay, 2K. We can find something better. But again, they've been doing this since April, but they're not as consistent. And this is not all religion, so... So this one here is pretty good. Let's put explainer. Yeah, get to it, because they're talking about every religion. Let's just see everything, Professor.
Do you FOMO with your watch later?
What the hell?
I did. 500 videos and counting.
Christianity. Christianity is the biggest religion on the planet. 2.4 billion followers spread across every continent, from Vatican cathedrals to backyard churches in towns you've never heard of. And the core idea is actually...
Yeah, no, you can start somewhere, but this is Professor Everything. You got other people we can go about. So he's even new too, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, he's been here for a year, right? And then this is the thing you can start doing. You can start doing comparative religion. All of these things that are in school for people to learn, you could just do videos on that. What's the most popular thing in like you can find out what's the most popular thing in school to learn as far as religion, right? But again, you can get millions of views. If your thing is only the Bible, do that. Every pagan explained and why they're pagan. Easy work. This is Tune Explainer. All of these explainer videos, almost 100,000 subscribers. And he's doing mainly religion. And see, I was even gonna do this. Why magic never disappeared, right? Well, I'm gonna get one of my explainers to do why magic never disappeared and then just transformed into what we call science now. All of it is just a new type of science. Symbols explained. This is pretty good. Esoteric. This is pretty good, right? So whatever idea that you guys are cooking up in your brains, you can make it some faceless content. If you're afraid to put your face out there, if you don't have the gumption to be your true self in front of a camera, why does it matter? As long as your content is good, $4.4 million, the analysts. Let's pocket watch them. See, they're doing exactly what you're talking about. Bizarre cults, right? You can do things like that, subsects of religion. Why is it so popular being a subsect of a religion instead of being in the main one, right? Let's pocket watch them. They're at almost 600,000 people. The analyst is only making 2K as well, but it's all about the volume that you're putting out, right? So find niches that people are really tying themselves into, that they'll buy something from you without worrying about it. Let it be $20 and stuff like that. If you guys want to join my community, I'm going to put the link in the Discord right now, link to my Discord now, so that way you guys can see exactly what we'll have to offer as soon as it's ready to offer. Join the Discord, say hello inside of it, so that way you guys can, so I know who you guys are. And once you guys are in there, I will give you the information when it is ready, because I'm trying to make it, I would say perfect, but it's nothing perfect in this world. I just want to make it so it's good enough for you guys and that you're getting enough value for what you come in for. And then once you guys start making some money, then we can start doing business together, right? That's what I just hope for. That's what I dream to give you guys, the opportunity to make life your own and do things that will really just change your life for real. I think that's about it. So what I would tell you guys to do, right? So I can go over to my, let me just do this now. We can go over back to Premiere. So we already have the audio. So now what we would do, and you don't have to use Premiere, okay? You do not have to use Premiere. You can download CapCut on the computer. And do it that way. Where is this folder at? Should be brand new. Downloads, where is it at? Okay, here we go. So what I would do is you click over here. Now we have all of our images, right? We're just gonna select all. Okay, if we can't do that, what you just go do is do this. And now we have 32 images. Put that on the timeline. Now it's gonna be easier if you're using CapCut because they already know, but because this is like literally a Premiere application, it does it a little bit more crazier. So now what we're gonna do is take this entire thing and we'll stretch it and elongate it. But because again, we didn't put it into, this is where it falls short, right? We only got 32 images out of it, but look at how long our audio is. So it didn't work as well as I wanted it to. This is why I chose to show you guys the Google Colab instead of just going out of the Premiere Pro, because Premiere Pro doesn't take it down to the beats of the moment. So now what I can show you guys to do is, instead of doing that, as you see, it didn't help us too much. I'm sorry, I gotta switch it back. So we need to go back to our ChatGPT. With our ChatGPT, that now gave us this TXT file. This is the better one here. Actually, this is the one. What the flip? Okay, well, now I know what I'm missing. So we're gonna give it this one here. Now this is gonna give us that complete timestamp. I thought that we did that. So yeah, generate one for the character reference, and this is gonna be our tycoon. This is where your character now all we got to do is get the video title, SEO, video description, and all that other kind of stuff too. So I'm just going to click yes here. And we can close this down over here, right? Yes, that up. And we're going to go back to the branch. That should be done. Now that it's giving us the full thing here. That was the timestamp script. Oh no. Let me see something. it is not timestamped. So we have to add in the one that is timestamped. Sorry. Let's go with our JSON then. Hold on, let me double check because maybe I'm not paying attention right now. So Google Colab, just so I can show you guys one or two ways to do it because I'm obviously wasn't paying attention. I was talking too much and I gotta be on my own P's and Q's about that. So you have Google Colab. Okay, you're not seeing it. So we have Google Colab here. If that doesn't work, F all the bullshit. And we're just gonna go here and copy it, all of this. Straight down to our 16 minutes. Real easy, like. Copy that. And we'll take it over to, we'll take that over to chat. We'll say, hey chat, you fucking up. We want you to do, oh no, we got ads. Were you hit by the ads? It does? It sends it to the VC? Maybe, are you already in it? Or so that might be the thing. You might be already in there, girl. That's not what we wanted to copy. Why did it just do me like that? Oh, see, that's why you're in there. Yeah, you already in there. That's why I gave you that. So, okay. So what we're going to do, now I need to show you guys because it does matter what we're seeing here. So we got to go to Google Colab. We have these here. We have this TXT. I'm going to download it again, right? So now I know it's this, but I need to make sure that it has the timestamps on there. So what we're going to do is also look at what our JSON looks like. And that's not it. So we need this. Yeah, the TXT file is not any good. So you can download the CRT or the VTT. We're going to put that into our ChatGPT. No, that's pretty good. You if you're also coupling that with a VPN, you're doing amazingly well, actually. So, shout outs to you. I know, guys. I know you got stuff to do. I want to eat so bad. And my lady will be calling me in a moment too, so you gotta be. What the flip? I'm sorry. I forgot that we downloaded the file. So we're gonna add this, and then now we'll have an even more direct to what our actual number of images should be. Because 32 seemed light, but I just wanted to show you guys how easy it is to get this up and running. The reason I did this live is because I don't want to have the antics of, oh, it automatically works the first time. I want you to see the kinks that kind of happen and how you were going to fix them. Right now, you can go through this video any kind of way you want to, because we are well over. I wanted to do 30 minutes. This is well over that. This is 4 times the 30 minutes for sure. Okay, so now it's gonna spin up our, see now this is gonna be more in depth, right? And I'm also gonna show you how the the extension will handle character consistency. We'll stay in that same playground, even though we probably ran up the space, because 32 is a lot. You see, it's going by about. This is 9. We can change this down, or you can just use something from something else. It will work, right? Having multiple is going to be better for you than having a singular, because when you need to fill in the gaps, you either will have to render your own prompt for that moment in time so that it correlates to the things that are being talked about, or you're going to have to just double down on something that you already created and just change up some of the wordage. I got bit by something in the back of my elbow. It's no good. Chat, how we feeling about this? Do you feel like you can create your own Faceless YouTube channel? Do you feel like you can grow and make this work for yourself? If you learned out how to do all the kinks. Now, there are ways to do this with paid systems, but what I'm going to say about it is, A, it's not as consistent. B, it burns up so much money that it doesn't make it reliable to do. Once you start making the money, though, shoot, go buy those tools that will do it for you, because guess what? Then it'll be price appropriate, right? Like if you did what I just did here on like Higgsfield, which is something I do tell you guys to utilize sometimes, it would cost you about $20 to $30 per video to create. If you don't have anything, this is why I'm creating this particular, so we need to push next. So it's going to give us about 4 batches. This is why I particularly teach free to use stuff, because I know that it's hard for most people. I come from a place where struggle is a real thing. I know from my own lifestyle, and that's probably a video for another time. But you know, as a young Black man, just being real and being genuine, there were times where, you know, my mom would just let me know, hey, the lights are going to be off this month. And I would be like, what? Not truly understanding that was, it was by design, because, we might not have had it that month, right? Now it made a mistake here, and we would have to fix that. We don't like that shit. What the fuck is that? Yes, listen, more than try. Don't try, just do it, right? If you do this for 1 month and it doesn't give you any results, then you know it's not for you. It's just like working out. If you don't work out enough, you're never going to see a result. You have to do it, right? Give this 90 days. If it doesn't generate you even a singular dollar, then of course you can say, hey, Juice, this didn't work out for me. But if you, I lie to you not, if you do this every single day for 1 whole month, I'm telling you, you're going to see so many results that it's going to make you reluctant to stop, right? Because once that money starts rolling in, granted, this is like a net 30 thing, but that just means that it makes you hungry for it more, right? You do this once a day. You get this done once a day, you're going to be cooking with grits, you guys. And I want to see you guys succeeding, so let's get it together. Let's get it done. Let's make some things pop off. I'm waiting for it to tell me next again. But this is where I want you guys to be at, where it's giving you every few seconds, so like 5 to 8 seconds, because that's the amount of time that you have to catch people's attention anyway. If you're doing the longer ones, it's not generating you enough. So yeah, next. And this is how we do this faster. Instead of typing everything, just copy that mess. Enter. Do this until we get it right. So it's 8 batches, right? So we're just going to let it keep meandering every few batches. And what I'm going to do at the end is make sure that the time stamps are correct, because we've seen one that is not correct. But I appreciate all 6 of y'all for being up in here. We getting it tonight. I need to get off and eat some food. If you guys want me to stay in, just say locked in for me, so I'll stay for a little bit more. I'll stay locked in until we get this all the way done. But this is the way I want you guys to get it done. That's why I said use Google Colab. Now there's another free tool, but you can only use it one time. And I don't want you to, I'm not trying to get you guys caught up in the cycle of paying for things you don't need immediately, right? We can talk about paid versions of stuff when we get into the community and we're talking about how to maximize and not have to wait this long for our answers to come, right? Once we start generating that cash. And to be honest with you, if you do this every day, like 7 days out the week, I bet you by the time that you get to week number 2, you'll have enough subscribers and enough data to know what's working, what to double down on, what to make, and how to make it for your particular audience. Easy. Easy. Matter of fact, let's get ready for the next one already. Gotta get ready. So just so you can see though too, let me go back to this and I'm gonna switch it back to Premiere. So as you can see, if we were to put the whole thing out,
tonight you open a blank spreadsheet and type a number that looks almost ridiculous. $600 million. There is no office tower, no private jet, no team waiting for instructions.
So what we would actually have had is little images just correlating to what we are talking about at each interval, right? Where he pauses, talk about the jet, the private jet, the did you say yacht? No team waiting for instructions.
There is only you.
All of that would have been a different image. And you can just do images. Because if we go back to our pocket watching class now, students, let's go back to pocket watching. I'm trying to be like Agent, right? None of this stuff, I'll even go to this video. He's not animating this. Okay, videos.
Filmora 15 understands your intent.
I want you to understand
dissolving
how
the space between thought
lack
and
of
action.
effort
This
you can
video
be
is
still
sponsored
make
by
money.
Incogni. Level 1, the freeze. It's the middle of the night. You open your eyes and the room looks exactly the way you left it. The ceiling fan is spinning slowly. Somewhere in the room you can hear a clock ticking. So naturally, the first thing you try to
These are just separate images. He just changes them at a quick enough speed
do
that your
is move
mind
your
thinks
head
that
and
it's
check the
motion.
time.
No
Only
motion.
you can't do it. At first, you think maybe you're just groggy, or your arm fell asleep, or the pillow had twisted your neck into a weird position. So you try again, this time a little harder, but nothing responds. That's when confusion sets in. You are awake, you know you're awake, but your body hasn't gotten the memo.
And we can even look at some of the ones that I look at, like Stickley, who is going crazy right now.
World
As you can see,
did not have claws. It had weak teeth, thin skin, no armor, and a running speed that would embarrass a nervous horse. A lion could tear it apart. A bear could overpower it. A mammoth could remove it from the landscape with one irritated movement. Animals still learned to fear it because the human body was...
They're not doing any special editing. They're not doing any special editing. I'm going to say that one more time. They're not doing any special editing. And within a day, 7,000 people have viewed this one video that probably a child could do. Right? Now, I just want you guys to think about this as you watch back this video. I hope that you guys have taken notes and gotten all of the value that we put in down today. I don't see anybody in the chat saying that they want me to lock in. So I'm going to go and make some food because I am starving. Absolutely. Hold up. The next part is ready for me. I'm absolutely starving, but I want you guys to use, again, the exact workflow that I put into this video. I did show you alternatives, so I don't want you to be confused. I'm going to say it right now. First things first, we're going to go to make our voice. Go to ElevenLabs, get VoiceBox. Whichever of these same two, both are free. VoiceBox is going to be better because it runs locally on your device. I can show you again. Let me change over. VoiceBox. This is what VoiceBox is. You're going to go to GitHub. You're going to put in your command system this, because if you do not do that, then you have to pay money. You have to pay this amount of money, or you can just download it here. So we got that there, but I'm not downloading it on this computer. So let's stop that. Stop that. Don't do that. Okay. I'm going to put it on another device that works a little faster. But what you can do is this person, Jamie, created this for you. You can put it on your Mac. You can put it on any device that you want, right? You make our voice first. Okay. That's the number one, voice. Then we take our voice, use the master prompt that I have given you all, absolutely free. Put that in to your favorite AI. Doesn't matter if it's Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, the world is yours AI. It doesn't matter. Put it into that AI, Copilot, all that stuff. Put it in there. Oh, you're a blessing. But start making these videos. Like, I want you to start making them tonight, right? You should not go to sleep tonight and you haven't made one video. Same with me. I'm not going to bed until I made one video for 3 channels. So that's 3 videos for me. Okay. Get that done. And then from there, you'll be able to be great and do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want to. Okay. Because then you'll be able to create whatever you need. So you put the master prompt in there. Sorry. What you need to do is also, if you're going to do a different niche, because mine is catered towards certain things, you need to change the subject matter, the type of hooks that you're going to be using, because that will change everything that you're doing currently. Okay. From there, after you have the master prompt, give it a title that you want, whatever the idea that you're thinking about, bang that shit out. Get a result of a video looking like this. Right? You get art styles looking like all of this. Hold on, we need to redo this. This is craziness. No. This guy needs to be in there somewhere. So what we're going to do from there is you get all of these, compile that into a CapCut, any video editor that is absolutely free. And then the best part you can do, if you want to 10x this, is start putting sound effects, but you don't even need to do that. You just need the voice and these all in sequence. And Bob's your uncle. You'll be making money. And I want you to come back and just at least come back in the video and say thank you. You know, I don't need anything else. I'm not asking you for any dimes that you'll be making from this, but a simple thank you for what, you know, you've learned here would help immensely. Like I said, I'm gonna get out of here because I'm starving and I probably have like 12 minutes until I get a phone call. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Remember that AI is your friend. It should not be a hindrance. Use it before we lose access to it and it becomes only the rich person's game. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. That's Juice2SM on Instagram, Juice to Squeeze on everything else. And I'll holler at you later.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Live as long as you want, never want as long as you live, and always squeeze the best juice out of life. Peace.